This is NDTV, and you're watching Classics.
Hello and welcome to the Unstoppable Indians. Every week we take a journey into the life of an outstanding Indian, a person whose talent, acumen or moral example is transforming India. The best, the finest from every field join me, Manvi Dhillon, on this show to share their life story, their journey to success, some of the knocks along the way, what made them get up and keep going, what makes them an unstoppable Indian. My guest today is considered India's greatest contemporary artist. The world has recognized his work from Basel to Zurich, Paris to Shanghai. He is acclaimed as the greatest Indian contemporary artist and the face and soul of contemporary art from India. Subodh Gupta, thank you very much for joining me on the Unstoppable Indians. We're two Biharis sitting face to face, so I must first ask you about the auction that you've organized to raise money for the Bihar flood victims. That was your idea, wasn't it?
Well, somehow it started, yes. Because I belong from Bihar, and before earlier I participated in many charity, like I said before, Bono asked me to give me one painting for HIV/AIDS in Africa, so I given the work. Khushi asked me twice the work, I given them work twice time. So I thought this time is one of the most disaster flood ever happened in century, and people is suffering, and I belong from there, so no doubt soft corner come, and I thought if I can do something like that, it will be great, and ask my friends, including Saffron, including Nature Mo and Trident Hotel in Gurgaon. They all come up with their own generosity and their full support, and everybody working on their own kinds. 100% profit will go to this two NGO what we selected. First is Gunj and second is SSVK, and these two NGO selected through our friends and talk, so they're working on the grassroots level. So we thought less we can do something that will be great help.
And you've managed to get 31 artists on board.
Yeah, it's so quickly, just happened in one phone call. Everything happened within a month, less than a month I can say that. And no, yes, 31 artists, and everyone, once phone call, they said, yes, I'm participating. Fantastic.
We're on the subject of home, and let me link that to your work. There are so many references in your work that every single ordinary Indian can identify with. You know, it makes your work so acceptable to the average Indian, whether it's the chimtas or the tiffin boxes. These are all symbols of daily life for us. And yet you've given them this contemporary edge that the world has applauded. What is really, in basic terms, the inspiration for your work?
The beginning, always I work from my childhood memory. From childhood memory to my suffer to the city, place like Delhi, where I live and work. And what life we are leading today. Things combine together, and when I travel to abroad, now things combined it there too. So basically, I must tell you, art have only one language to understand. Anywhere, any artist making any kind of work, if they don't fit in that language, that don't consider as a good piece of artwork. So first of all, you have to fit in that category. No matter your influence or your subject, where is coming from. And of course, my subject is day-to-day life and my childhood memory. I born in the middle class Hindu family, and I saw the loss of ritual practice in my life. No? And that time I did not ever thought that going to influence in my work. Only later in my life I thought, my God, I've seen a lot. So I have something to express, and everything is coming together in my work today.
When did you know you wanted to be an artist?
When I was in school, that time I knew that I'm going to be different. I never knew that I'm going to be painter, but I knew that I'm going to do something very different. And basically I was going to do theatre. So I did 5 years theatre in Bihar before came to the even art school, gone to the art school. So I was very much in theatre.
Tell me, when you came to Delhi and you started off this journey, you know, the last 5 years have been phenomenal, but it wasn't always like this. Did you, along the way, ever have any second thoughts about the life you'd chosen?
Never. Because, look, last 5 years we're talking about, I'm working for 25 years. So when I was not selling piece of artwork or I was not doing anything, still I was making art. When I was selling my piece of artwork, still I was making art. And even tomorrow, what will happen, I will making my work of art. So for me, it's not going to make difference. Definitely, yes, good time comes, bad time comes. But I must tell you, the last 5 years, the way things gone up, is also little bit gone bit in hurry. Everything, people gone greedy, art world gone very greedy too, same time, and it was not good. For I'm glad something happened. What happened today? Honestly, if you ask me, make me peaceful.
It puts the brakes on that crazy rise up.
Yeah, crazy rise up. You can think about your work much more peacefully. And instead of 5 call, 10 call is coming and disturbing you, I want work, I want work. And you feel good. Okay, thank God, nobody called, let's work. And you can think about your work, you can focus what your subject and make it some very strong piece of artwork. And that's for artists matter. Honestly, of course there is bread and butter, of course there is a life, of course there is a opportunity, but we got them, so now work.
Tell me, this is a personal question. When suddenly gears shifted for you over the last few years, it suddenly moved into 4th gear. And did it feel overwhelming, or was it just very exciting because it came with international exposure? You were introduced to new sources of inspiration, new countries, new cities. How did that whole period pan out for you?
Honestly, did not happen like this. It's taken time. Like I said, I'm working for many years. So last 12 years I'm traveling abroad and exhibiting my piece of artworks. Only come in the light in media on the people last 3-4 years when my prices of the work gone so high. And it's such a sad thing in India. People only recognize your artwork when your price fetch some kind of record. So people, oh, this much art is selling, but they never look at a piece of artwork and talk about art. They're always thinking, oh, this artwork selling that much money. So criteria of people thinking about art is very different, and maybe only art is come, and also it's a good thing, I must say, that only art is come in the limelight because the market. And I must say that M.F. Hussain, what you've given to us to India, market, common people interest in the art, visual art. He himself is one school, and a single man school what given to India huge amount of generosity and interest in visual art. And I must salute this man, and it's sad, he's exiled from country and he's no more staying with us, but he still is there working, and as an artist we all respect him, I love him, and this is the India what we're talking about, no? So
right. Tell me, when you look around at your peers, at younger Indian artists, do you think they're going to have a very different journey because the market is matured, there's an acceptance.
Market, market.
I don't want to use the word market.
Market is not going to make art.
Yes.
Or destroy art. If Second World War time, the most interesting art was happening when artists ever produced in their life. So for an artist, this count nothing. If you are an artist, if you are creative, you will do always in any circumstances, you will make it beautiful piece of artwork or bad work, but if you're working, you will happen something good. So India, we're going to lack the artists. You know why? Because institution. We need a more artist school. We need everybody talk India is going to be an art world like big and this. How is going to be? Tell me. Where the student? Where the artist? Where how many artist school we have in the country? No? And we have one in Patna too, but I tell you, it's a very sad story. There is no good teacher. There is no art history classes. There is no good library. How come?
How can
we just come up? I don't know how we come up. It surprises myself. No, it's a Junoon and that kind of drive bring us here. But how many going to come up? They need some supports. So I must say that we need more than what we're thinking.
You know, unfortunately, what you've said also echoes what our sportsmen say. I mean, for instance, Abhinav Bindra with his gold medal at the Olympic Games had exactly the same sentiment to express. What are we doing to support our own?